Yo, what's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com with 6 need-to-know battery terms that every basshead should know. But first, my name is Jonathan Price, owner and operator of downforsoundshop.com and this YouTube channel, which is 2 of the fastest growing things in car audio. If you will, hit that subscribe button and enable notifications so you know every time we drop a video, and you'll get it sent to your inbox and you'll be able to check it out first. Alright, so let's get into this video. It's going to be probably a little lengthy, but it's some terms in batteries that I see pop up all the time, and I see a lot of people saying, what is that? What does that mean? So we're going to try to go over these. I've wrote out some stuff and did a little research on trying to make it where I don't ramble on too long, but I also give you enough information on these terms. So the first term that we're going to start out with is AGM. You're going to see on this battery right here, it says 12 volt AGM power cell. This is an excess power D3400. It's the most popular battery that we sell, and it's a power cell. How great is that? So AGM stands for absorbent glass mat, a type of non-woven separator material composed almost entirely of glass microfibers that absorb and retains electrolyte, leaving no free electrolyte in the cell to spill. So they usually say these are non-spillable, or it's very hard. You can usually mount these on the side, sometimes upside down, even though I wouldn't recommend mounting it upside down, but people can mount them on the side, and usually they're okay. This material are often referred to as AGM. The next type of battery, so that's going to be your AGM, is absorbent glass mat, is what that stands for. So now you know that. The second thing, a very popular one, is lead acid. So lead acid, it says, still the most popular battery used today. Its main application is for the automobile industry, although it has a growing number of other applications. Its advantages are low cost, high voltage per cell, and good capacity life. Disadvantages are poor low temperature characteristics. It is relatively heavy, and it cannot be left in a discharged state for too long without being damaged. So that lets you know if you let it run down on voltage and it stays there for a while, it's not gonna be good. It's probably gonna be dead. So the next thing that we're gonna there's a little bit more on that. Lead acid battery. Battery made up of plates. This is the difference between AGM and lead acid. So battery is made up of plates, lead, and lead oxide. Various other elements are used to change density, hardness, porosity, etc. With a 35% sulfuric acid and 65% water solution, this solution is called an electrolyte, which causes a chemical reaction that produces electrons. So that's the difference between the most popular battery types of this style. So you have your lead acid, and then you have the AGM, or the absorbent glass mat. So moving into the next thing is your lithium battery. So in front of me, people ask, when I say LTO 6.0, what does that mean? LTO stands for lithium titanate oxide. So that's a type of chemistry for a lithium battery, and that's what our LTO 6.0 is right here. The next one is like our JP40 that we have in front of us, which is LFP technology, or chemistry. Sorry for saying technology. Somebody's going to roast me for that. I already know somebody did earlier because I didn't say chemistry. So LFP chemistry, which is lithium iron phosphate. So that's the style of the JP40. And coming back to the next term that we're going to go over is amp hour, AH, or capacity. So you'll have so this one's a 6 amp hour, this is a 40 amp hour. So you have all these different amp hours on these batteries. So what does that stand for? In other words, it's capacity. Battery capacity is measured in amp hours. As the name suggests, this means how many amps the battery can deliver in 1 hour. For example, a 12 volt lithium battery with a capacity of 100 amp hours can deliver 100 amps to a 12 volt device for 1 hour. So that's how amp hours work, and that's what amp hour means. The next very popular term is BCI. I don't know if it's on the side right here. I don't see it, but it's up here on the top. So if you look on the top of this battery right here, you'll see where it says BCI Group 34. So BCI Group, such as a Group 34, so that's why this is a Group 34 battery. That's why it's called a D3400. The D3400 is very popular in Chevy trucks, but the definition of BCI is Battery Council International, group number or fingerprints of these batteries. A battery with the following characteristics: it gives dimensions, which is length, width, height. B, voltage, 6 volt or 12 volt. Polarity, right hand front positive, left hand front positive. So in the D3400, we have a D3400 and a D3400R. So that's going to give you the difference on the polarity being swapped around or not. Let's see. Type terminals, top side. The BCI group does not designate a battery's capacity. It merely defines the above listed physical characteristics. So usually it's just the dimensions of the battery. So again, the D3400, a Group 34 battery, is one of the most popular batteries out there. We sell probably 20 of these to every one other style of battery that we have from Excess Power. So the last thing that I'm going to end this video with, a little bonus, this is going to be an extra, is, well, you don't see it on this one, but a lot of times people will say, what is the cold cranking amps of that battery? What does that mean? So cold cranking amps is a rating used in the battery industry to define a battery's ability to start an engine in cold temperatures. A great amount of amperes is needed to start the engine, but only for a short time. The actual rating is the number of amps that can be removed from a fully charged battery at 0 degrees for 30 seconds while maintaining a voltage of at least 7.2 volts for a 12 volt battery. That's very low, but that's the definition of it. As a battery ages with use, it may no longer be able to meet its original CCA rating. The higher the CCA rating, the greater the starting power of the battery. So that's what it means. Anyway, that's going to conclude this video on the top 6 things I think you need to know battery terms in the car audio or the Basshead space, and one bonus one, the CCA. If you have any questions regarding car audio, drop them in the comments below and let me know, and I'll try to get them answered for you. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Lifer Price, and also Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm JP D4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one.